Welcome to IRCA's Science Spotlight, where we review recent research one article at a time. The authors in a 2023 study titled A Comparison of the Presentations of Males and Females with Autism Spectrum Disorder and Those Narrowly Below the Diagnostic Threshold explored differences in how autism presents in males versus females. It's an important study because it looks at the subtle autism-related challenges in females who are just below the diagnostic threshold, highlighting the potential underdiagnosis of females and suggesting that assessment protocols might need some tweaks. In their rationale for the study, the authors highlight the growing evidence suggesting that current autism assessment methods may be invalid or insensitive for females, leading to their substantial underdiagnosis. They emphasize the importance of understanding whether the conceptualization of autism should be broadened to capture the presentations of females who do not meet the traditional diagnostic criteria. To address these concerns, the authors extracted fine-grained information from the assessment reports of 156 children who were diagnosed with autism and 66 children who were not diagnosed despite having many autism-like characteristics or traits. They had a total sample size of 222 people. The study involved a detailed analysis of behaviors reported by parents, teachers, and diagnosticians, focusing on the differences between males and females in meeting specific diagnostic criteria. They revealed several key findings. In the area of criterion B3, or restricted interests, females were less likely than males to meet this particular criterion, particularly among those who did not receive an autism diagnosis. This suggests that restricted interests may manifest very differently in females, potentially contributing to their underdiagnosis. Under criterion A1, social and emotional reciprocity, non-diagnosed females showed more ability in social and emotional reciprocity than would qualify them for an actual diagnosis, indicating that females may present with much subtler social difficulties that are not captured by current diagnostic criteria. In the area of sex and gender-specific behaviors, the authors found evidence of a sex-gender-specific profile of body use and speech mannerisms. For example, males were more likely to exhibit repetitive speech and echolalia, whereas females were more likely to present with neologisms, which is the coining of new words, and unusual accent use. In the area of behavioral predictors of diagnosis, many behaviors were more closely linked with an autism diagnosis for males than for females, suggesting that behaviors may be interpreted differently depending on the child's sex or gender. This highlights the need for specific gender-sex norms in autism assessment tools. Based on their findings, the authors proposed several recommendations to improve the accuracy of autism diagnosis in females. First, enhanced training for diagnosticians. Providing training on the unique presentations of autism in females and the importance of considering sex and gender differences in assessment is very important. They also identified another recommendation in the use of female norms. Employing assessment tools with female norms and actively assessing for camouflaging behaviors which are more common in females. In terms of adapted interviews, they recommended modifying parent and teacher interviews to carefully examine female manifestations of autism behaviors, such as less overt repetitive mannerisms. They also discussed the recommendation of peer consultation and clinical review. This was to encourage diagnosticians to discuss uncertain cases with their peers and conduct clinical reviews to ensure an accurate diagnosis. In conclusion, this study provides valuable insights into the sex and gender differences in the autism presentations of males and females. By implementing the recommended adjustments to assessment protocols, healthcare professionals can improve the accuracy of autism diagnosis in females, ensuring that they receive the support and intervention that they need.